playing Match the Baby until someone started crying. Every baby shower in our family had the same tradition, a game called Match the Baby. Someone would print out baby photos of all the cousins, mix them up, and we'd sit around the living room trying to guess who was who. It was honestly ridiculous. Half of us looked like wrinkled potatoes with giant cheeks and zero hair, but it was our thing. We'd laugh, argue, and roast each other the entire time. Look at this one, someone would say. Whoever this is definitely grew up to have trust issues, and somehow it always turned into the loudest part of the party. Last month we were playing it again at my cousin Leah's baby shower. Everything felt normal. Pink decorations everywhere, cupcakes on the table, aunties taking a million photos like it was the Met Gala. Then my aunt brought out a stack of baby photos she said she found in my grandma's attic. None of them had names written on the back. Extra challenge, she joked. So we added them to the pile. At first it was the usual chaos. Okay, this one is definitely Josh. No way, Josh had more hair than that. More hair? That baby looks like a thumb. Everyone was laughing until I picked up one photo. It was a baby girl with these big round eyes and a tiny crooked smile. And something about her felt weirdly familiar. I held it up and laughed. Oh my god, that's totally me. But my mom, who had been sipping punch across the room, suddenly leaned forward. Her face went completely still. And she said very quietly, "No, that's not you." I thought she was joking, so I laughed. Mom, come on, look at the eyes. That's literally my face. But she didn't laugh. She just stared at the photo like it had personally offended her. And that's when Josh, who was handing out cupcakes, walked past and glanced at it. He stopped mid-step. Yo, wait. He took the photo from my hand. That looks exactly like my mom's baby picture. Now that made everyone pause, because Josh's mom is my mom's older sister, my aunt. Suddenly the whole room went quiet. The kind of quiet where even the music in the background feels awkward. My aunt walked over, looked at the photo for about 2 seconds, and her entire expression changed. No joke, she just turned around and walked out of the room, like fully left her own daughter's baby shower. No explanation, just gone. Everyone started pretending nothing weird had happened, but you could feel the tension sitting in the room like an extra guest. That night I asked my mom what was going on. She tried brushing it off. Oh, it's just old family stuff. But I've known my mom my whole life. When she avoids eye contact like that, something's wrong. So later I texted Josh, and he replied almost immediately. My mom just told me something, and I think it's about you. My stomach dropped. Then he said, she told me that when she was 17, she had a baby. She gave the baby up for adoption, but she never told anyone who adopted it. I stared at my phone for a long time, because suddenly everything made sense. The photo, my mom's reaction, my aunt leaving the room. A few days later, my parents finally sat me down, and they told me the truth. I wasn't adopted from an agency. I wasn't adopted from another city. I was adopted from inside our own family. My aunt had gotten pregnant young. My grandparents panicked, and my parents, who couldn't have kids at the time, stepped in. They raised me as their daughter from day one. They said they never told me because, to them, it never mattered. I was theirs. End of story. And honestly, I believe them. My childhood didn't suddenly become fake. My parents are still my parents. But I won't lie. For a few days, every memory felt a little different. Every time my cousins used to joke that I looked more like Josh's side of the family, every time my aunt hugged me a little longer than everyone else, it all replayed in my head. But then something else hit me. Family isn't just about where you started. It's about who stayed. And my parents stayed for every scraped knee, every bad haircut, every terrible teenage decision. They chose me every single day. So yeah, that stupid baby photo game accidentally revealed the biggest family secret of my life. And we haven't played Match the Baby since. But honestly, I think it taught me something way more important. Sometimes the truth shakes your identity for a minute, but the love that raised you, that part never changes.